Recently, one of the Smartsheet team members sent me a strategy concept made for the Bitcoin 30-minute chart. This strategy uses the Williams Alligator indicator, which I did not use previously, so I was interested in trying this out. He sent me a YouTube video where the whole strategy is explained, and the guy in the video already coded and backtested the strategy with great results, but the code is written in Python. So I decided to code the whole strategy in Pinescript, the coding language of TradingView, with the help of ChatGPT. I went over to ChatGPT and started coding, and after a few hours I got the whole strategy coded in Pinescript version 5. I checked the results and they were not bad, but I thought I could probably get better results if I optimize it. I did exactly that, and the backtest results got much better. So in this video I will showcase the full strategy, explaining all the indicators needed and my optimized settings. Then we will go over the rules of the strategy, take a look on the backtest results and the strategy ranking spreadsheet. And the best part, I will share the full source code with all of you for free. So without wasting any time, let's get right into it. Okay, for this strategy first open up TradingView and set up the BTC/USDT 30-minute chart. Once you got that, let's set our indicators. Open up the Indicators tab and first type in Williams Alligator. Add this one 2 times to your chart. For this strategy we will use a current time frame one and a higher time frame. After that, type in NNFX ATR. As usual, this will be our stop loss and trade profit indicator. Then type in EMA. Just add the simple moving average exponential. After that, ADX. Click on the average directional index. Then stochastic RSI. Click on this one. And finally, ChandeMO. Add the Chande Momentum Oscillator. I know these are a lot of indicators, but all of these indicators are needed for the full strategy. Now we need to change a few settings, so let's do that. First open up the stop loss and take profit indicator, the NNFX ATR. The X value should be set at 40, the TP to 15 and the SL to 3.5. Go over to the Styles tab, untick the main ATR and change the line styles to step line. Next up, the first alligator. Set up these values. Then go over to the Styles tab. And to make it easily visible, you should do a coloring just like this one. So I set the jaw to a light green color, the teeth to a bit darker green, and the lips to a dark green. We will do the same with the other alligator, just with red coloring. So open up the other alligator, and for that set up these values. Then go over to the Styles tab, and now do the coloring again, just with red. So a light red, a bit darker red, and a very dark red. Now for the ADX, we will use the 7 for smoothing and the 7 for DI length. Once you got that, just click on the Styles tab and change the style to columns. I think using columns for the ADX is easier than just using the line. You can also see a yellow line right here. That will be the limit level. So for that, go on to the left side, click here, and click on the horizontal line. After that, just click on the chart, and it will put the horizontal line on the ADX. Now double click that line, navigate to the coordinates, and set its value to 35. Moving on, the stochastic RSI. For the K we are using 11, for the D 16, the RSI length should be set at 16, and the stochastic length at 5. Switch over to the Styles tab, untick the D, we won't need that. Set the upper band to 85 and color it red. Untick the middle band, we won't need it either. Set the lower band to 60 and color it green. You can also untick the background because that's not needed either. And finally, the ChandeMO. For the ChandeMO, use a 40 length and a close source. Now again, you can see 2 different lines on the ChandeMO, and we need to add them separately. So go back to the left side here, and click on the horizontal line. Then click on the chart. Then double click that line, and set its value to 7. Now do the same process again, find the horizontal line, and click on the chart, double click on that line, and set its value to -20. And with that, oh, and I forgot the EMA, so open up the EMA, this will be just a simple trend filter, set its length to 450, and you can color it however you like. I used yellow. Now all of the indicators are set up correctly, so let's go over the rules of the strategy. Here we have a valid long entry signal. For a valid long entry, first the price needs to be above the EMA trend filter, which is this yellow line. Then we are using two alligators. One has 3 green lines and the other 3 red lines. Now for a valid long entry, what you need to see is that the 3 green lines are lining up. And that means that the lightest green should be on the bottom, the second lightest should be above that, and just above that the darkest green line here. That means the order of the lines should be on the bottom the jaw, then the teeth, and then the lips. What about the other alligator? The case is similar. On the bottom you should see the jaw, which is the lightest red. Then a bit higher, the darker red, which is the teeth. And on the top, the darkest red, which is the lips. So the order is on the bottom jaw, then teeth, then lips. At the signal candle, both of these rules are met, so we can move on. Next up, the ADX needs to be above the threshold, which is set at the 35 level, and that is this yellow line. It is clearly above. After that, for a very long, the stochastic RSI line needs to be below this lower green threshold level, which is set at 60. And on the Chandamo needs to be above the upper limit level, which is set at the 7 level. And as you can see, all of these rules are met, so we can enter into a long position at the close of the signal candle or at the open of the next candle. Now for the stop loss, let's enable the NNFX ATR. And the stop loss should be placed at the lower red NNFX ATR line, and the take profit to the upper blue NNFX ATR line. And this trade came out to be a winner as the take profit level got hit right there. Now let's see a short example. Here we have a valid short entry signal. Now to make it more visible, I will hide the strategy, the stop loss and take profit, the second alligator, and the other indicators. And we will go over one by one. For a valid short entry, the price should be under the EMA, which is this yellow line. Then on the first alligator, we need to see that the lines are lining up in this way. So the lightest green on the top, then the bit darker green, and the darkest green on the bottom. So on the top, the jaw, then the teeth, then the lips. Considering the other alligator indicator, it should line up like this. The lightest red on the top, then the bit darker red, and then the darkest red. That order is jaw on the top, then the teeth, and then the lips. What about the other indicators? Let's see. The ADX needs to be above the threshold, which is at this yellow line, the 35 level. The stochastic RSI line should be above the upper red line, which is here. And on the Chandamo value should be below the lower red line. That's right here. So all of the rules are met for a valid short entry. We can enter at the close of the signal candle or at the open of the next candle. Now let's enable the NNFX ATR again and let's place our stop loss and take profit levels. The stop loss should be at the upper red line right here and the take profit at the lower blue line here. Now I will enable the script. In case of this trade, the take profit level got hit somewhere around here. Now let's enable the script and see if that's the case. And yes, entry was there at the open of the candle after the signal candle, and the exit was here, right where the take profit got hit. So this is a bit more complex strategy, but I think you can get the hang of it after you take a few trades. But as we are using a TradingView strategy script, we don't need to monitor all the trades by ourselves. The script will take care of that for us. It will give buy and sell signals, just like the ones I showed you. The script looks something like this. On the top you have the trade direction section. Then you can set up each indicator scrolling down. And now let's talk about the backtest. For the backtest, I will be using a $10,000 initial capital with a $40,000 order size on each trade. That means a 4x leverage at the beginning, but as the account grows, after a while there won't be a leverage used. The pyramiding is 1, the commission is 0.1% on each entry and exit, and the slippage is 2 ticks. Now let's see the results. As usual, for backtesting, I use the last 4 years of price data, starting on the 1st of September 2020, ending on the 1st of September 2024. During this period, this strategy only took 124 trades, which is a bit low, but I found these settings to be the best settings. These 124 trades generated 615% net profit, with 1.7 profit factor and 25% maximum drawdown. The blue line is the buy and hold equity curve of Bitcoin, and the green line is our strategy's performance. As you can see, this strategy outperforms the buy and hold, and it did not have those huge drawdowns like Bitcoin has. Now let's see how the script performs on the last 20,000 candles, so after the optimization. And yes, it's still going upwards, which is very promising. The drawdown is still at around the 25% level. We got 329% net profit and 70 trades. Now I usually like to check how the strategy performs on lower and higher time frames, so let's do that. What about the 15 minute? It is profitable. The 10 minute? It is still profitable. And on the 5 minute? It's now losing. So as you go lower and lower on the time frames, the effect of the fees gets higher and higher. That's why if I do an optimization for the 5 or 10 minute, I do it only because you guys ask for it. Okay, now let's see the higher time frames. 1 hour, it is profitable. 2 hour is profitable too. 4 hour is also profitable. And obviously the daily is profitable too. Now this strategy is pretty interesting. It is profitable on almost all time frames, which is a very good sign. So when this occurs, I usually like to take a look on how it performs on other cryptocurrencies, as this is optimized on a cryptocurrency. Let's take a look on that. Starting with Aave, it is break even. Next up ADA, it is profitable. Algo is profitable. Aptos is losing. Arbitrum is losing. AR is around the break even. Atom is around the break even. AVAX is profitable. And so on and so on. So there are a lot of break-even results, but overall it's better to stick to Bitcoin. That's all about this strategy for now, but how you can get access to this script. To get access to the script, just go down into the description. You will find a Google Drive link. If you click that link, it will lead you to the full source code. Now copy the source code, come back to TradingView, open up the Pine editor, click here, then create new, then strategy, highlight everything here, delete it, and click on Add to Chart. If you've done that correctly, you will see the script right here. To close out the video, let's take a look on the Strategy Ranking Spreadsheet and see where this strategy is placed among all the strategies I have tested so far. Okay, so here is the Strategy Ranking Spreadsheet, and today's strategy was this one. And it took the 11th place, which is pretty good. We are already over 30 tested strategies, almost at 40, so being in the top 25% is great. In this spreadsheet you can find all the backtest results, and I will put the download link of the strategy script here and the YouTube link of this video. And that wraps up today's video. If you want to support the channel so I can continue bringing you free strategy scripts, drop a like and subscribe. You can also visit my Patreon shop where you can get access to more complex TradingView strategy scripts, and I also offer private coding and optimization too. Or if you want to get access to my best premium TradingView strategy scripts that were made for trading bot automation, become a Smart Trader tier member. If you like this video, you will probably like these ones too, so feel free to check them out. As always, thank you all for watching, have an amazing day, and until next time, trade smart.